intros because we can miss the first out lap. That should be okay. Okay, going into driver interviews. And all of a sudden my mouth feels dry. Good evening, everybody. Welcome. It is a SARCO racing once again on a Wednesday night. And you'll see in the commentary box, I have a new visitor, Mr. Alan Patterson, who's back from his sabbatical, we'll call it. And back in the world of sim and joining me in the comms box for SARCO Season 4 of 2024.
Dylan, thanks very much for having me back, sir. I needed a little break. Some stuff happened in life, but I've missed you guys. I'm glad to be back, and we're in the start of a new season, and what a season you've got set up for the boys here.
So yes, we've changed things up just a little bit. We used to have that 60-minute race, which we just found got a little bit uninspiring. We chucked that, and we added one 75-minute race, and we added another sprint race. So the guys are going to have 3 rounds of the 25-minute sprint races and 3 of the 75 minutes. So we're literally going from the one extreme to the other.
Completely. Sounds good. If the boys ask for challenges, you have delivered. So let's not make any jokes about that.
The other thing I needed to mention, I mentioned it in the driver's briefing, which we just had, is we have crowned our 8th different champion in a row with Tariq Adam. 8, exactly. With Tariq Adam having won the last season, there are 2 drivers that are currently in this championship who have entered: Mohat Musa and and Chris Heineke.
That's it.
They could be the first double champions in 8 seasons. This
legend.
We now it doesn't make sense. So the 9th season in, we still haven't had our first double champion. It's going to be absolutely crazy, but I'm pretty sure the likes of David Farrell, Chris Heineke's brother, Ruan Heineke, is going to be looking to come for him. We know that Jason Farmer has been picking up that pace, getting really, really quick. Mohat Musa, I know that he is possibly the favorite to take it. But then we got Isham Domingo, who landed up finishing 2nd overall in the last season, ahead of Mohat Musa. So it could be another champion. It's going to be very, very interesting. I see that our qualifying in the background has just started. So we are just going to jump across there. I'm going to give you that screen so you're able to see it. Just resyncing on the system here, just for the ACC TV. There we go. So that's now up. Now I can change this camera.
While that's all happening, you can see on track Sean O'Gullis is out in the BMW M4. I think he's a new guy, is he not?
Yes, indeed.
All right. So he's out. Russell, I'm just looking at the cars as well. A huge mix. Good mix and match. BMWs, we've got some Ferraris, there's a few Ford Mustangs. Good to see a Mercedes out there, and there's an Aston, and we do have a lone Porsche. Veronis, he's also returning, I think. So here we go. And just a reminder to everyone watching, this is a 1-lap qualifier, so they're out for a hot lap and then they bang in 1 quick lap, and that's going to be it. Whether it's good enough or not, that's what the result's going to be. They're going to let the cards fall where they fall, and that'll make up the grid for tonight.
And we know that this 1-lap flyer definitely does shake things up. It makes things very, very interesting. We have seen Tariq Adam duff both of them.
Indeed.
At Misano. So we know that even the best at times can be tripped up with this 1-lap flyer.
Yeah, listen, I mean our visitors and our viewers, the pressure, you need to understand the pressure that's involved with the 1-lap qualifier. This is not an easy feat to do. These guys are used to doing 10, 20 minutes of quali, and they get quicker and they get quicker. They've got one out lap to get the tyres up to pressure, make sure it's all good, and then they've got to nail that single lap perfectly. So the pressure is definitely going to be on, Dylan.
And what a great track to start off with in terms of the season. We're at Barcelona generally. I know that the guys like to use Barcelona as a longer track, but bang in some sprint racing is always fun, I think, here.
Exactly. This is just another version of touring cars tonight. Let's think about it like that. You can definitely expect door-to-door, mirror-to-mirror racing, and the guys are going to be going. Everybody wants to get the best result they can in the first round, because it's always good to get out the blocks and going solidly from the start. So we're going to see some good, hopefully clean and close racing this evening.
On track currently, in the camera shot is Speed Raver Gav, new driver that has joined us. Currently the first person out on track is Ulrich de Jager, so we will see him now as he comes into turn number 13 through the little stadium complex. Quite tricky to get the lines hooked up. I was just about to say that curb on the inside.
Yes.
It definitely can throw the car off. It looks like he did fight that curb a little bit, but he will across the line, and that essentially is going to put him first. And now it's going to be fast and furious, because we're going to catch guys coming through the last sector. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cars currently in the last sector alone, looking to get Sheldon across the line. So he goes into second place. Terry Wilford sells us his dummy, because now he's on his outlap. Rob van der Heerbo puts himself into first place. Mafira going into the pits. Andre Gabrielsa got it right first time. I had to practice that, to be honest. That puts him up into third place. Fred Conradi, he crosses the line. That is sixth there for him.
Dylan, you need to just open the timing on the timing tower.
That is correct.
I know mine's mapped. I don't know what you did. I think you mapped it somewhere before. So we're not seeing that, but we'll keep you up to date. Aiden Russell, up at the top, a 143.8 right now. I'll just give you updates on these times until Dylan finds the button. Aiden Russell in the pits, his lap's done. It's a 143.8. Then it's Isham Domingo. He's 3/10 back in second place, and he comes into the pit, so his lap's done. Then it's Rob van der Heerbo. He is 1.2 seconds back on his lap time. That being a 145.165. Ulrich de Jager, 145.487. And there we go. The timing's up. Well done, Dylan.
Chris Heineke crosses the line. That puts him into a third place, and it looks like the guys were actually talking about those liveries. Looks like Chris Heineke's livery has not loaded, so guys will take note of that. Terry Wilford.
Yes.
Griffin Sim Racing coming around the last corner. Looks like he's got a bit of a teal affair on that car. So Terry Wilford into fifth place. That's a great result there for him.
That's good. That's good. I'm watching further back on track Jason Farmer, who is currently on a lap. He's in the middle sector in his Ferrari, and he's going to try and get himself up into the top 10, I'm sure. But with him is the likes of Danny Steenkamp in a big thundering Ford Mustang. David Farrell yet to go out. Our legend that is Muat Musa yet to go out. Sean Lourero's also waiting until lastminute.com. Ron Heineke, Roberts, Spenter and Varonis. So we've still got a few cars to put in times. There is 3 minutes. There's pretty much 2 laps left as we look at the clock. Maybe 3.
And we've just seen a message there from Greg Campbell saying, miss these days. Greg, one of our... that is Rainer Roberts into 5th place.
Yep.
Donny Steenkamp crossing the line there. So that is now him on his out lap.
That's it. And Jason Farmer, just starting his lap now. He was, they were all booking up through the chicane. So these are now flying laps that we're watching.
Let's see who's behind Rowan Heineke in the most beautiful livery. Ooh, that's very wide. I wonder if that is an outlap or whether that was a flying. Oh, that looks like that is his outlap. So
he's starting a lap here.
David Farrell
also starting a lap, I think. Yep.
A comment coming through from Chris Haneke saying, have fun tonight. Great seeing Alan back in the comms box. There you go, Alan.
Thank you, Chris. Thanks, buddy. Grand to be back, I must say. And
just catching up on some of the other comments. Brandon Dos Santos, he's got first dibs here this evening, saying round one, let's go. Antonio Gamble saying, hey guys, nice to have you back. Thank you very much. Lucas, not racing. He has unfortunately pulled out for the rest of the season, but we are hoping that he recovers well after the procedure we'll be going for. Lucas stacked us in. Antonia saying, have an awesome combo of races, so it looks like she's looking forward to that. Joshua Wilfred, what's up, Dill? Josh, come sell that racing car. Come do some online with us, man. Antonia saying, Jason, my boy.
Marius Botma posting saying enjoying. He's watching from Springbok. He is in the middle of the Northern Cape.
That's in the middle of nowhere is all I know.
That is.
Great. So Donnie Steelkamp, 11th there for him. Sean Lerero, 3rd. Jason Farmer.
Ew,
4th. Dion Fenter. Where is that going to put him? 15th place there for him. Ruan Heineke. Heineke. To the line is 6th place there for him. David Farrell, flying lap there for him, coming through the last corner. Head down, 9th place there for him. Didn't expect that.
Great. Liveries are looking great again tonight, Dylan. The guys are putting effort into the cars, man. Look at that.
I'm just seeing Mohat Musa pulling into the pits.
Indeed.
At position 24.
With no time.
He unfortunately did not get that lap in and has possibly invalidated himself. Yeah, so has Bafira, and so has Louis Steenkamp. Louis Serpentine. Where did I get Steenkamp from?
I don't know. Moat's going to be the guys are going to be watching in their mirrors because Moat's going to be coming from the back.
Picking up on Antonia saying, Ron, are you racing in the SARCO livery? Yes, Antonia, he is. He's racing for the boys. It only because it's the prettiest out of all of the liveries I've seen. I'm just being honest.
There's no partiality there whatsoever, gents and lady.
No, none whatsoever.
Nothing. Well, great drive there by Aiden Russell to put himself in pole. He's giving himself the best chance. A nice clean 143.8 and a good 4/10 quicker than Isham Domingo and the rest of the field. Sean Lerero wasn't that far back with a 44.3, a hundredth. And then Jason Farmer in 4th, a 44.5. And your top 5, Chris Heineke, 144.9. So your top 5 within 1.1 seconds there.
And we still don't know what Mohat's true pace is. And look, one of the people that I'd say are overlooked, and it wasn't intentionally, so sorry, Aiden. But Aiden definitely a contender for this championship this season as well. Just Agreed. Looking at that pace up front, he's able to put that lap in under the pressure. And here we go. Heat 1 of race 1. There are 2 races here this evening. Directly after this first 25-minute race, we do have another 10-minute qualifier with another 25 minutes. So, guys, do not go away. It is going to be absolutely incredible. I'm really, really looking forward to the start of this new season.
Dylan, just let the viewers know, this is flat-out sprints. You haven't included any compulsory pit stops?
There are no pit stops. It is a pure-out sprint.
Last. Okay.
Have a go.
So no strategies this evening. It's about making the car sound as loud as you can with your right foot. Keep it on the black stuff, and let's see what transpires.
Most definitely. Let's get the drive going. There we go. Oh, that works. Normally it doesn't let you do that. Okay, here we go. Yeah. So it looks like it is only Chris who his livery did not load, where everybody else has got a livery.
Agreed.
And Alan, I'm just going to mention something, and I promise you I'll keep mentioning it through the evening. You see how that green car stands out?
I'll just zip it.
Okay, and I must say the car in front there, and Aiden in his bright pink BMW, that definitely trumps my little lime green Number Fever car. I'll take that. I'll take that for sure.
I mean, there's no PWSR cars here, but the yellow car with the racing stripe down the middle would have stood out even more. But I'll go with you for this one tonight. But
thank you kindly.
Awesome.
The Alpha One Esports, they're also not looking too shabby.
No, I've got to give all the teams and the guys that they're using to do their liveries kudos to everybody for the effort. The cars are looking legendary. As the seasons go, they just get better and better, and they look more like real racing cars and not like your 6-year-old with the spray can got to the car kind of thing. They're really professional liveries. Here we go. It's a short start, as you can see, ladies and gents. So around the final sector through the chicane. This chicane will trip up a lot of drivers this evening. There's a special line through there. Then this long right-hander onto the main straight, and then one of the longest straights. Great for drafting down to T1, and we expect to see a lot of drama down there, Dylan.
Yes, and I hesitated because hopefully not. Hopefully the guys just listen to the driver's briefing, take it easy. But the 16 corners.
We're go. It's green. Here we go. Season 8 is up and running.
So
Aiden,
that's
into
Aiden,
the front.
Most definitely. Just shutting off. That looks like that's going to be Sean Herrera in that Mustang. He has had a great drive. They are going to be side by side. Aiden just shuts off the inside there. But it does look like everybody has come through. A little bit of touching, a little bit further on. Some cars taking to the escape, but
there's a turn.
Oh, hold on. So just stay there. Oh, that's Griffin making contact on the inside there.
Into T2-3 through the fast left. So now they're going into the first sector towards second sector, middle of the race. Track Russell still holding on to it, but Isham is right there with Sean Loureiro as well, as they just get the wits together. Nice mix. It's BMW from Ford, Mustang from Ferrari, from BMW, your top 5.
When we start looking further down the order, it is Rainer Roberts in 6th place, Terry Wolford 7th, Chris Heineke 8th, Donnie Steenkamp in 9th, and Ulrich de Jager currently in 10th place. As they start getting into the single file now towards turn number 10 for the first time, this is where the guys will start getting into that rhythm, watching those mirrors to see who is behind them and basically hedging themselves versus if they are faster or not.
Yep. And we're also running, as far as I understand, the latest BOP settings on these cars. So the competitiveness of the different manufacturers should be as even as can be.
Yeah, we are on the LFM BOP, and I think the last time it was updated was on the 26th of
October?
September, 26th of September. Yeah.
First lap done and dusted, and Russell on his way, putting a bit of daylight between himself and Isham's BMW. Sean Loureiro coming under huge pressure now from Jason Farmer. Into T1 they come, and it's still single file. No, yes, maybe they're side by side. Farmer and Loureiro having a good go at each other, but
got a spinner there at turn number 2, and Mohat Musa, who was down in 24th place, has started coming through the field there. Yeah, I saw that. Brandon Dos Santos going around one of the other drivers who got stuck in the middle of the track there. So I thought it was Louis. There he is. So in the purple is Dion Fenter, indeed.
Yeah. And 2 cars in the pits. International driver, I think Jiglov and Rob van der Heefer for some other reason. Oh, I think they've just left us. So I think
Donnie Steenkamp right on the back of Chris Heineke, 0.4 of a second, and we know that this Mustang down the straight is extremely rapid.
Yep, it goes like a bat out of you-know-where.
I'll tell you who wants to be going like a bat out of you-know-where is Aiden's going to want to be getting a little move on in the front there, because Isham and Sean are closing up dramatically, and the man who's really starting to put some pressure on is Sean Larera in this Mustang.
Indeed. Here we go. It's going to be a massive draft coming straight down the main straight. He's right under the wing there.
He'll move to the outside. Let's get the side-on shot. The defensive to the inside. Is that a back marker that they...
there's a bit of contact there with Sean in the Mustang, I think. Was it? It was. So a little bit, but he carries on. Ruan Heineke right behind him in the SARCO livery car and having a look at the back of Sean Larera.
There is so much happening now currently in these opening stages. We're not even in the first 5 minutes and things are getting hot and happening. Ruan Heineke, the fastest man in the first sector.
Indeed. Ruan Heineke in that Ferrari, he's all over the back of Sean Larera. You got to stick with this. And bringing him with his Renault Roberts in the BMW. So these three are having a serious race right now.
And the weird thing is that we're looking at 5th, 6th and 7th, but look here, even closer are these three.
Pretorius.
Ulrich de Jager behind. These now 5 drivers are all within...
Teammates almost making contact there.
That is trusting your brake, pushing it hard and just believing that the car would stop.
Indeed. It is. It's Pretorius and de Jager, the teammates. Oh, and that Mustang gets very sideways, and Ulrich de Jager, I think that is. No, it's not. It's Gerard Pretorius.
So it looked like he might have just panicked a bit, just tapped the brakes, and with that car a little bit unsettled, just let the rear step out. Now Muhat Musa, you can see that currently 14th place, up 10 positions from where he qualified, and that BMW down the straight is going to make pretty easy work.
Pass is done. He's on the inside. It's a block pass. There's nothing really that Ferrari can do. And Muat progresses into 13th place. Conradi takes 1 step backwards. Van der Heever with the stop go 30, so that could have been the issue earlier. I wonder if he had a disconnect possibly.
We'll have to find out. Let's see if he can get back to us. Renault still on the back of Ruan. When I was looking at the timing sheet, it was within half a second. It looked like Renault might have just stuffed up the braking point there, because all of a sudden that jumped to a second. But Ulrich still within half a second here of Donny Steenkamp.
Yeah.
And Donny making the move from Ferrari to the Mustang, knowing that there's the semi-alliance between Donny and Sean Larera, only because they work together.
Yep, here comes Muat down the inside into the hairpin, and he's going to take another position. That bumps him past Pretorius and up into 12th. Guys and girls on the stream, you're not missing anything with the leaders. Aiden, Jason, Sean Larera, they're all leading, but they're all a second already apart from each other. So we're going to follow the close dices on the track and keep you right in the middle of the action. But the leaders are, the status quo hasn't changed.
Ooh, that looked like that might have been a little attempt on the inside for Dion Fenter on the inside of Speed Raver. Gav goes a little bit wide, but it looked like Dion was able to get that car turned in.
I think the problem is Gav's got a very terrible ping rate, and that BMW is moving around in some weird positions on the track. So I think Fenter's just taking a little step back because of the instability of that network connection, but let's see how they get along. Up the road we go. David Farrell. Yeah.
I've just seen that, and that was David now making a move up. So David to the inside into turn number 1, has the lunge. BMW, didn't quite see him there on the inside. but goes through, and David up into 15th position.
Isham Domingo in 6th place. And Reno Roberts, they were pretty close just now, but still circulating as we carry on watching David Farrell right here with is that a Gullis? Sheldon or Gullis? Not too far back. There we go. Now we're looking at Chris Heineke in the Aston Martin. Just behind him is Lieven Steenkamp in the Mustang. That Mustang definitely has a mean look to it. I mean, Chris going very wide into the kitty litter, opens the door and the Mustang sails through. But Chris says, oh no, and oh dear, sorry Chris, that's a little bit late there.
Yeah, that was a little bit naughty. That opened the door for Mohat, so Mohat now moves up into 9th place now. But just look at this in the background. We have Etienne, who's being chased by Gerard, and Ulrich chasing down Chris Heineke.
So just to... sorry Dylan to interrupt. Muad Musa, they're going past Chris as well. Started from the back of the grid, and in 4.5 minutes, he's in 9th place on a 24-car field. That gives you a good idea of the pace the man has in that BMW M4.
And his fastest lap is still 0.3 off the fastest man, who is Sean Lerero, who has just done a 43.9. Mohat Musa has done a 44.2. So once there's a little bit more of that open air for Mohat, I'm pretty sure that hammer's going to come down, and that lap time is going to start dropping.
Antonio Gamble on the YouTube saying Musa's on fire. And that Mustang ran deep there, and Moort's just sailed by the Mustang, so he is inheriting a few positions with people clearly watching in the mirrors. Chris going side by side through that corner with the Mustang, but he falls back in line behind it. So Danny Steenkamp with the Mustang. Yeah,
I was going to say, it does look like that Aston is also pretty rapid on the straight line.
Yes.
But it does look like Chris is just battling with it, because we did see him go off here. The car, you can see it's
a lot of understeer.
It just doesn't look like it's hooking up properly.
No. He might be running a low setup to try and keep up with the quicker cars, and he's losing a little bit of traction because of that, as you say.
But it definitely is rapid. I'd love to see what the end of this battle is going to look like.
Well, he's in the draft right now behind the Mustang, and I don't think he's going to get there into the braking zone, but that's like farting against thunder when you're trying to tackle a Mustang, isn't it?
Most definitely. So
right behind the teammates are there again, Diaco and Pretorius. David Farrell, if you have a look further down, also right under the wing. As we see, the teammates go side by side through T4.
And that was Carrot getting his pink one over the purple one. Upper position. There we go. Mohat Musa now on the back of Terry Walford. Oh, Terry just checking the lawn there, that it was nice and cut. Mohat taking the inside and making an easy overtake in the end there.
He is rapid in that car. He really is. Aiden Russell, the cadence and pace here is impressive. He hasn't put a tyre wrong. He is last lap a 144.6, his best a 144.3, so super comfortable in the BMW with that setup, and easily hanging on with daylight back to the likes of Jason Farmer and Sean Lerero, the quickest man on the track.
And Sean has just put in the fastest first sector, and I think that's with him being in the slipstream of the Ferrari ahead of him, it's definitely help him get a little bit quicker.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. I kept seeing the comments coming up, but they weren't coming down on the screen.
Yeah.
And now that I've scrolled down, there are plenty messages that have come through, guys. Sorry that we've been missing them. We have been seeing them come through. Antonio saying, sure, Griffin boys are really showing up. Lucas saying, what a drive, Musa. There's the comment that you had mentioned, Musa is on fire.
Yeah.
And then we got Meme Ruler saying, massive drive, had to retire on lap 1.
That's it.
We have got another race, so don't go too far. David Farrell has just moved himself up the order. Let's go have a quick look there. So to the inside. Oh, things are getting hot and happening here, because it showed on my screen that Sean and Farmer had had a position change, and if Sean has slowed down, because that gap is now 3.9 between himself and Aiden.
Indeed.
And Ruan and Jason are now right on the back of Sean.
I think Sean must have had a moment somewhere. Something must have happened, because there was, I think it was 1.6 or 1.8 second gap, like the gap to Aiden. He's up the road by 3.5 seconds already, but definitely Sean Lerera now into second. There's a position change, wasn't it? He was in second just now.
No, Sean was
Isham
in second.
It's Isham. Isham Domingo's dropped down.
No, Isham remember, Isham was tapped by Sean earlier on. Well,
there you go. Okay.
Allegedly, we didn't quite see what had happened, but the rear of Isham's car had definitely stepped out. Oh, here we go. Sheldon in the BMW, the new driver, within 0.3 of Fred Karadi. It's going a little bit too hot into turn number 4. You want to try and get a late entry into that. Got that car back. Use that tightening line to your advantage. Stay middle of the track. Dive down the inside of T5. And this is a corner that I'm always nervous. You just never feels like it's fast enough, does it?
Yeah, that's a tricky little chicane that you've got to move through there. Meme Rule on YouTube asking, is the live stream VC supposed to be public? I'm not entirely with him there. What VC?
I'm assuming the VC is voice chat.
Yeah, he's saying the Discord chat.
Oh, no, it's open. Oh, yeah, they're saying, so for us in the Discord, so we have a very, very, how you say, open understanding, is that it's an open community. People don't come and abuse it. And we invite people to come and tell us how their race is going, what's happening, if something went down. It's very chilled like that.
I mean, basically, we don't want people walking in here and then, that Ferrari.
Etienne.
That was insane. Etienne outbraked himself by a whole year there. Did well to miss the cars ahead of him and comes back on track in the same position. But, going back to that, we don't want people walking into the channel and speaking with blue language and, foul words. This is a family-orientated channel, and we're trying to be as professional as we can.
So then I'm assuming that Meme Ruler is actually Zundo, who's currently in our Discord. How's it?
Exactly. So, feel free to say hi if you want to, old chap.
As you can see, we're an open and welcoming family here.
Great. First week doing AC simulation.
Oh wow.
It's been an experience so far.
Awesome. Well, keep at it, and you're just going to get quicker and quicker, mate.
Yeah, somebody helps me get through to it, and he told me a couple hours ago you should join, and I say okay, and it just happens.
All good. Well,
more than welcome.
Yourself, man.
More than welcome.
Yeah.
So just we're watching Mohat Musa now moving up into his 6th place, and hits up 18 places from where he started. And the next man on his list is Isham Domingo. I'm pretty sure he'll be looking to close up on his fellow teammate. Mafira in the AMG, 3 places up from where he qualified in 20th. And the thing is, I actually heard the car earlier, and I'm like, so what car was that? And realized we actually haven't seen much of Mafira.
Yeah.
And the thing is that Mafira had some amazing qualifyings in the last season. He did have a few unlucky breaks, but really awesome to see him back and in that AMG. Something has happened.
That's the lone Porsche of Verona's there.
And I think that he was just sitting stationary in. So that is. Yeah. And there you see. Yes, that unfortunately is how. So it looks like the pressure up front, and I say pressure up front has eased off a little bit, but there's most definitely hasn't, because we did see the little flash of pink in the front there. Aiden is still only 4 seconds ahead of these guys and fighting for second, third, and fourth place, who are within 2 seconds of each other.
Muat is now arriving. He is in 6th place and he's about to get into the top 5, and he will then be fighting with his teammate Isham, and then the likes of Ruan Heineke just ahead with Jason Farmer, and those gaps are not that big, so I do suspect we'll see Muat get into the top 3, Dylan.
Not with 5 minutes left. I don't think there's enough time. And
are you a gambling man?
I am, but I also am very good at reading stats.
Okay.
And that's because the guys up in front are currently doing 44 5s, 44 6s. Mohat did a 44 1, so that's half a second a lap. David Farrell's just got himself a drive-through. Where would he be cutting some corners?
On this track, it's easy though, Dylan. There's the track limits are very narrow, especially the last sector through the chicane and the final turn onto the main straight. Possibly guys keeping their foot down, jumping through T1 to avoid an accident. They could have picked up a track violation there.
I know that corner there. As you come out of the chicane, turn number 15, you go a little bit too wide. You just touch that curb, and the wheel feels like it goes just on the other side, and it's done.
That's it. Plus, you got your foot hard. There's one. Chris has just gone way too far there, so guaranteed he's picked up. And running in the sprint series, you got to go as quick as you can. So it's a very fine line between no track cuts and a couple of speed tokens on your way to the end of the race. 3.5 minutes left.
Can I add something? It's impressive that all of these drivers are so consistent.
Look, these guys have been going at this for a while, but still,
it's kind of an art of these people being so consistent, getting the same inputs and the car giving the same feedback back.
That's correct,
They are feeling one with the car, as one with the car.
But that comes with experience, Guy. After a year or two, you're going to feel the same, hopefully, and you'll be pretty quick at 3 abreast and a little bit of bumping through there. Yeah.
Somebody just went off. It was a Ferrari, I think.
It was Fred Karadi that went off there. So this is the battle between Sheldon, Gerard, and Donnie Steenkamp. Fred Karadi was part of this mix, but these guys are definitely racing with those elbows out, but not massive bumping and deliberate pushing off. Is there going to be a move to the outside?
They come down to the hairpin and the Ferrari's going the long way around. I don't think he'll get a line there, but
he's wide.
The beam ran hot and
opens the door for Donnie on the inside.
Oof. Wow. It's definitely mirror racing, and the BM goes back 2 places with the Mustang on the inside. When you do get a chance, you want to go and look at second and third place there, Dylan.
Oh, she's like, sorry guys, there's so much going on at the moment.
Yeah.
Jason Farmer right up on the back of Sean Herrero, trying to put that Ferrari in as much of that rear view mirror of Sean Herrero as possible.
Look, and Sean's running wide. He's feeling the pressure, and there comes Ruan Heineke as well with just on 1.5
Sean
minutes.
is wide. That means Farmer should have the run on the inside. He is going to get the inside line through turn number 6. He just has to back off. And that just shows you the power of that Mustang, is that it looked like that Farmer had made that move and had secured it done and dusted. Meanwhile, it's kind of like you can drive your problems away in this Mustang.
Like the Americans put it, there's nothing to be cubic inches. The V6 turbo Ferrari struggles against the power, but Jason's all over him, and here comes Ruan. So it's a 3-man fight for second place right now. And this is the second last lap, I do believe. So they are going to be going at it one more time all the way around.
And I love that phrase that you used on me earlier. Who you putting your money on, and are you a betting man?
Well, he's not far back, but yeah. Isham 3.7 seconds off the back in 5th place. So Moat is only going to stay where he is. 6th place from last. That's not bad still.
Yep, and I'm pretty sure that Mohat is definitely going to be banking these points. Rather get in a good result. Focus on the qualifying for the next one. And I'm telling you now, Isham is not going to be allowing Mohat just to go past. Isham is going to be fighting tooth and nail for this.
Anybody thinks that there's some team orders in this team? These guys are all a good bunch of friends, and it's every man for himself this early in a season.
I think there are no team orders, like you said. If it's a group of friends, you just race, but you try your best to keep it clean.
And that's exactly it. These 3 guys are probably in the same Discord chat, and I'm telling you, it is quiet in there. It is just all you're hearing is breathing. No one's talking.
Just heavy breathing, you know.
Exactly that.
I think Jason's going to try some sense somewhere, but I think Sean Herrera's got the control on this Mustang. If he runs deep, then Jason's going to take advantage. And Ruan Heineke is also looking for these guys to make a mistake. Into the final sector they come now.
So, Aiden, we've got you. Sean Herrero is currently 2nd place. He's run wide. Is going to be ascended by Ruan on the inside.
They're getting close.
No.
Somebody wants to get the pedal.
You see, Lucas is in the Discord, and he's like, this Griffin Sim Team Racing Discord is quiet.
Exactly.
Well, there we go. So Sean with a 2nd place. Jason Farmer will come home in 3rd. Ruan in 4th place. Isham comes home in 5th, just ahead of Mohat Musa, but a mega drive there for Mohat. Rainer Roberts comes home in 7th place. Chris Heineke in 8th. A sterling drive by Mr. Wolford there. 9th place there for him.
Great drive. Yep.
10th place there for Ulrich. Etienne in 11th place will cross line. She'll be happy with that result. Carlo Pretorius, 13th there for him, just behind Donnie Steenkamp. And it looked like Sheldon was overdone there by the Gerard and Donnie. 15th place goes to Fred. 16th is Andre Louis Safontaine in 17. 18th, Brandon De Santos. Dion Fenter, 19th there for him. David Farrell in 20th. Ooh, I'm sure he's not happy with that. Mafira, 21. Memo, shame we saw him get absolutely clouted in the pits there. Retirement there for him. Speed Racer Gav, retirement there for him. And Rob. And how do you say your name? Jeanbro. It's Jeanbro.
Oh, no, it's Sandro.
Sandro.
No, it's like
Sandro.
It's like from Alexander.
Okay.
Sandro. And the last name is just Russian. So
Jiglov.
Jiglov.
Oh, that's easy. Okay, cool.
All right, there we go. First race done and dusted, and Aiden Russell will be happy with that. Sean, Jason Farmer, Ron Haneke, and Isham doing the top 5. Muad Musa, considering where he started, I think he'll say thanks very much for that result.
I'll try to get in top 10, but it's not gonna be easy.
No, it's going to take you about a year to get there, my man.
But
I know.
dude,
I have done like.
just enjoy it. Do your best.
Yeah.
Enjoy it, and you'll see that if the racing is clean, the racing will be fun.
Yeah.
And everybody will have a good time.
Yeah, exactly. I think everybody had, I had like one incident. No, two. Like the one incident was like in lap 1, somebody spun like a Griffin, I think, and I was just driving. I was having a battle, and he spun, and he was in the middle of the track, and I just couldn't avoid him anymore.
But they sprint races, man. So don't retire the car. You need to drive the car to the end of the race. Don't give up.
Yeah, but
now.
no, I know,
Okay.
but the car was already like, I was struggling driving it to the pits.
Okay.
Oh no, then if your steering wheel's more than 90 degrees, that's not going to work. So some comments coming through saying, Lucas saying, wow, great racing, guys. Antonio, what a finish. Antonio also mentioning what an awesome race, Mohat. So yes, big kudos there for Mohat. Mega drive there for him from 24th place up into 6th. Who would have thought that the first race of the season would have been so chaotic?
Indeed. Very. Yeah, also just a reminder not to use the in-game chat, guys. It's just...
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I think just say to me, man. That was me.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
My fault.
It's all good. And this is the thing, is that nobody will throw you out.
Learning.
We'll just let you know, and yeah, we carry on for the next one.
So,
Yeah, okay.
round 2, we're about to start. We're going to get another 10-minute qualifying. So, we'll see if the tables turn in this race. I'm sure Moat's going to try and nail a lap this time and keep it on the track. Who's your money on for this race, Dylan?
So I'm pretty sure that Mohat is definitely going to be putting in that banker. I would actually put him on pole.
Well, let's see what happens. We're just going to wait for the server to tick over, and then we'll kick into the second qualifying session. So hopefully nobody leaves, nobody goes anywhere, and we'll see what happens in this round.
Yeah, so the 40 seconds, and then it will go into the next one. And
all right, Zander, good luck for this race, man. We're going to hope you go well, bud.
I don't. It will just be trying to survive, drive to survive.
no, man, race hard, but enjoy it. Just don't push people off.
Yeah, but I just don't want to go. I had my fair share of incidents on the F1 games. So I want to be clean, and that's my number one.
And the thing is that once you do that, and once you drive clean, and people see that's how you drive, what happens is that they respect that, and you'll get the same respect back.
Yeah, and you just have to be friendly, of course. A bit of jokes, everything. Just good vibes.
And that's what you'll get from the guys in the lobbies. And if there's people in the servers that are practicing, generally they'll be more than willing to help you.
Yeah.
First guys on the way out. Sorry, Zander, hang on, buddy.
Cool.
So, Jason Farmer, first man leaving the pits. So he's going to be the first guy who's going to want to go and get a lap in. And so is Ogalis, De Jager, Dos Santos, and Van der Heerfer, who also had a nightmare of a first round. So he's going to want to rectify that in this round.
And first man out is in shot Rob Van der Heerfer. Nighttime, so the track changes once again, which means tire pressures need to be tweaked, braking markers need to be adapted, and it just makes for this crazy exciting race we call SARCO.
Indeed, and for those who didn't notify that, first heat was middle of the day. The track temperature was 31. Right now, the track temperature is 17. So there's your little bit of a curveball at these drivers to do tire adjustments for the night race. And hopefully the guys are on point and get all the pressures right for this round.
So, Alan, just in terms of your approach, do you go and close your brake ducts, or do you rather just change the tire pressure?
No, from a personal point of view, and not talking alien language now, it's just easier to run a set of laps on various temperatures and take those pressures, and then you have them for various temperatures. I know that closing and opening of brake ducts also alters how the car handles and things like that, but I think, I'll leave that up to Kieran and the aliens when they try and do stuff like that. I'm not sharp enough.
Fair enough. Like I always debate that to say that clearly you should be at night when it's colder, closing those brake ducts, allow there to be more heat, allow that PSI to come from a from a higher tire pressure. It's all the calculations, and that's only because it's something I wish I had in my real karting.
Yes, it's obviously the logic's there and sound, because it keeps the heat from the brakes and keeps the brakes at temperatures, so everything stays consistent. I do understand it. I just don't adapt fast enough to do it. Right, first laps, and we're up and going. Everyone's now, well, not everyone, but the guys who did go out are on flying laps.
So I'm just trying to pick up where Rob is. Aidan Russell, Heat 1 winner, out on his lap. Terry Wolford also out. There's Memo, I'm sure, hoping to just stiffen that rear just a little bit, just to keep that rear grip hot and happening. There is Rob. Rob currently on his way through the last sector, through turn number 11. Got my thought or Mike Tyson there.
You thought you threw a putty cat.
Something like that.
I saw Chris now with the Aston as well, and he was all sideways and crossed up. I'm telling you, he's running the loosest car on planet Earth.
It might work in a straight line. Well, that puts Rob in first so far. Jason Farmer crossing line, that puts him in first, a 44.6.
44.6, that's not bad.
That's not
we
bad
should
for a
see
start.
43s in with this temperature. They should get into the 43s.
So Sheldon goes into fourth place, and be rapid fire here. I did miss someone. I missed them again.
Dos Santos, he's in.
So yeah, we got Andre goes into third. Ulrich de Jager into fourth. That was Mafira cutting across the pits. That's weird. Ninth place there for him.
Yeah, end of lap. He just went right. Yeah. Let's wait for what?
Pushed the wrong button. There we go. Here comes Sandro. 10th place there for him. He did say he was hoping for that. Here comes Aidan. Crossing the line. That goes into first. 0.2 quicker than Jason Farmer. Memo now through the last corner. Yes.
This is night time. This is the lack of sight and not seeing the whole track. That's why the times are a little bit lower for these guys.
Memo goes into a 9th place. Donnie Steenkamp, they're coming out of the last corner. Just love the way those exhausts burn on the side of the car.
Yeah.
Donnie's 6th place there for him. Ruan crosses the line. Ruan goes into first place. 33.9 there for Ruan. Stellar lap there for him. Chris goes into second, dropping Aidan down into a 3rd place. So really changes up at the top there. Fred Conradi, he should be on a lap. It's just normally it would give us the little lap count, but it hasn't shown me on the sectors. As he approaches the line, we'll know. Okay, so he is now currently on lap 1.
What kind of, if I put the tire pressure down, will the heat increase? So I can get.
You need to put the tire pressure up.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Pleasure.
I don't.
Ishan Domingo, it's saying lap 0, so I'm just checking my theory. So he's going to cross the line, and that puts him third. See, that completely ruins any sort of logical thought that I had. Ishan, that's third place there for him.
Yeah.
Rainer Roberts is on track. David Farrell is on track. Sean Lerero is still on track. Fred Conradi, Dion Fenter, Mohat Musa. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ron Heineke currently at position 1. He did get into the 43s, so 43.9 as Roberts comes over the line to start his flying lap.
Like, it's not consistent. Like,
No,
here
it's not.
it says lap, and it shows a little lap 0 for David, which tells me that this is now an out lap. Unless what happens is if they're behind the start finish line and they go out, it now counts that as the lap. That could be what's going on.
Could be. We've got 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in quali, and we've got about 5 drivers still to do times. Conradi going into the pit, so he doesn't set a time and stays down in 23rd.
I'm not
Barrel.
sitting last.
Also, Fenter, as we watch Fenter come through the last sector.
This is gonna be.
Flying lap there for him.
Okay,
So,
not
There we
bad.
go. Sean Lerero.
Begin.
Sean Lerero crosses the line. Sean is now on his flying lap. All
There we
eyes
go.
on Mohat
Musa.
currently. He will start his flying lap.
These are gonna be the times that will change the race for him.
Most definitely. It all depends on if he's able to get up in the qualifying in the top 3. I think he's definitely on a good trajectory to get the win there. But anything can happen in these races. This is what we love about this SARCO.
If I was forced to say somebody who would be getting top 3, I think it would be this man.
Yep, we agree. Okay, we'll come back to Mohat. David Farrell. Now coming through the turn number 13. And that's where you're saying that you turn in too soon. There's like just something that you have been working on, Alan, is that turn number 13 for me is always found I turn in too soon. And it's just something there because I want to try and tighten that line as much as I can. 6th place there for David. You want to try and tighten the line as much as possible to open up the next phase.
Yes.
And yeah, I feel you.
And also in night time, that braking point is blind because there's no reference point for the shadow of the bridge, which is the normal braking point into that
10,
left.
15,
So
13.
For Dion Fenter. Sean Lerero in 4th. Here we go.
Musavi. P1. Paul.
P1 for Mohat
Professional.
Musa.
I think it's professional. I do not know if anybody's gonna lap that for the HTV.
Well, there we have it.
what Musa into the 43.4s. That's kind of what we expected it to be. And he hasn't disappointed. He's 4 tenths up on Ron Heineke.
Everything is going as expected so far.
So it looks like he's matched his sectors to his racing car.
The question will be he be able to stay consistent, or was it a fluke?
You will be surprised how consistent he's going to be now with that clean air. And now it's going to be up to the Heineke brothers to go and chase him down. I'm sure Hisham's going to want to get up there as well. We know that Sean's had a mega drive. With Jason Farmer down in 7th, we're assuming that he's going to be able to make up some places. But let's see what dices are rolled, and I think it's going to be an awesome race.
Yeah. LCGB on the YouTube saying night races are tricky too. Bumping your car, damaging the lights, making everything a lot more challenging. Definitely.
Lucas, stop bumping cars with your Then you might have the problem with your light shaking.
Debuting in a fiery hell, I guess.
Got some sort of moth that's joined me in the room now. I don't know why the switch over is taking so long.
What did you set it to?
No, it's...
Can you remember?
No, but I will definitely...
Musa will... I think Musa will pull our Max Verstappen performance.
Dylan, I think we'll chat afterwards about this open channel, my guy.
Okay, there we go.
Here we go, on the grid.
I shall mute myself.
Where's that screen? There we go.
Antonia Gamble saying on YouTube, more it's going to be long gone. I've got to agree with you. I'll put 1,000 on it. Are you a gambling man?
Yes, Mark.
Yeah, he's gonna now show what his mettle is. This is one of the reigning season champions. Let us remind you. And starting off like this, he's definitely trying to get that first of the drivers to have 2 championships under his belt.
Interesting though, because anything can happen.
And usually does.
Oh my man, anything can happen. This is one of my favorite stages when all the lights start coming on.
I know this game is mega impressive at night. You've got to love it. It looks the best.
Just look at that. Just look at that.
Yeah, I'm with you here. Jason Farmer flashing his lights. Wonder if they can hear us on the YouTube channel. Flash your lights. Any drivers that can hear us? None. Everyone's focused.
Yeah. There we go.
Off we roll.
Jeez. It's anticipation.
It is. Are you ready for this? This is Heat 2. Night time, 25 minutes. It's going to be a tough ask, but the cream usually rises to the top, so we'll see what happens in 25 minutes time, Dylan.
Most definitely.
Thanks everyone on the YouTube channel for watching, and don't forget to hit the like button and obviously subscribe. It helps to keep the community up and rolling. Green, we're off. And
what a shot. All 23 cars heading into turn 1. We're going to try go 5 wide. That's not going to work. Is that a... Who's that on the inside?
This is going to be heavy.
No ways, I can't believe they didn't touch. They didn't touch.
Not one.
Little touch there on the inside, but so far so good. I'm getting a few little touch notifications, but it looks like they are through.
I think there is a spin at the back somewhere. Maybe not. No, I can hear a car rolling.
Well, they are now clear, and Mohat Musa has started opening that gap. Ruan Haneke was right under Hisham. How did Hisham get there?
Yeah, I don't know. It was Rob van der Heever. He's had a turnaround and he's stone last and coming back through T5, and he's going to try and drive back from there. But let's stay with the pack for now.
Would you like this pack? Would you like this pack?
You can just pick and choose right now, as they all scream down to the hairpin, hard on the brakes. Oh, here's a McLaren we never saw earlier.
Yeah, that's Andre. Oh,
there we go.
That Brandon Dos Santos. Oh, that's Donny Steenkamp. Now just dropping down to 13th place. And Lucas coming on and saying, all the best guys, keep it clean. Antonio saying, go, go, go. And another one there from Lucas. What a start. So,
yeah,
yes.
It was a mega start.
And the BMW out in front definitely starting to pull away. But Ruan not letting Hisham get too far away at all. Aiden winner from the last race, currently in third, trying to close down onto the back of Sean Loureiro.
In sixth, you mean?
What did I say?
Third.
Oh, no. You're right, sixth.
He's all over the back of that Mustang. And if Sean's had troubles and hasn't changed or got his tires right, he's going to be in a pile of trouble now. Aiden is going to push him flat out, and he's going to take advantage as soon as he can. Sean's got to keep one eye that way and one eye that way. He's doing a chameleon right now. Muat Musa is checking out. Sorry to say it, but checking out.
Yeah, that's already 2 seconds. He's pulled ahead of Isham. And the best livery currently in third place.
Third place, yeah. Run right under the wing of Isham. Isham's also got to watch that that Ferrari behind him. And I think Ruan got a good drive through the hill. Muat Musa into the braking point, and down they come. Yep, he's right there. The SARCO car looking splendid in that lime green, white and blue livery. Who is your artist, by the way?
So that was actually B Deliveries that did that for us.
All right, nice. Very good.
Genre.
Look at David Farrell. He's also right under the back of Aiden Russell and pushing him along. And up ahead of him, Sean Loureiro's got all bottled up behind Chris Heineke's Aston Martin. So...
And there behind David Farrell is Reno, Jason, Terry,
it's such a clean race. Wow.
Dion.
I mean, anybody want to see what's happening? Just look at the track map. Okay, we've got a bit of a gap here to Steenkamp, but besides that, it's just one long train of cars.
Sean's in fifth. He's now a drop down.
Yeah.
And that's allowed Chris to go through. Or no, Chris was there. Sure, I'm thinking of the last race. Get myself a little bit confuzzled there.
Muat Musa holding the purple tab. He is in the lead, and his quickest lap was his last lap, a 1:43.5. Isham close at a 1:43.9, and everyone else in the 44s and 45s. So the Vapor Boys are just sending it.
And here I'm looking, and I'm seeing Chris Heineke last lap was a 1:45.0, but his best a 1:48, which means that was invalidated. And I go through the list, and there are a few of those where the last lap actually wasn't the fastest lap because the guys are pushing extremely hard.
Yeah. So let's keep that in mind. Oh, as we see Roberts in the BM getting all sideways, and there's a whole...
Farmer trying to go around the outside, or just didn't leave enough space there. So Reno now down into 11th place. Oh, I was going to say things are changing a little bit here because Sean is gaining on the back of Chris Heineke now.
Yeah, I'd say Chris will be struggling with the Aston, as loose as it was. Now with the cold temperatures, I mean, track temperature's 15, people. It's half of what the daytime track temp was. And Musa is just showing off right now. His last lap a 1:43.4. He's just going quicker each lap.
Absolutely incredible. Message here for Insomnia 8-Bit. How's it, Louis? How you doing? I hope you are well. Saying good luck everybody with the race. I hope you enjoy. Thank you very much, Louis, for tuning in. We need to get you racing with us again, man. Oh, that was a cameraman Tim issue there. But
I love what it looks like at night with the lights and the exhausts, Dylan.
Especially when they hit that braking zone and those front calipers just light up.
Light up, yeah.
Oh, I thought it would show us now. So the Griffin car of Terry's a little bit slower in 10th place as Gerard closes up onto the back there. Knowing that Reno is right behind him, I'm sure Gerard's going to want to put some space between himself and Renault, and it's pretty awesome doing it when you stick your teammate behind him. Oh, Renault, that's wide.
Oh, all of them are wide. The guys, I'm telling you, everybody's going to be carrying at least 2 track cuts, 2 track warnings. And those who push even harder, you go too far, we're going to see some DT still.
So Louis up 1 place from where he had qualified, chasing down Mafira. Mafira up 3 from where he had qualified, so it's currently a good result there for him. And it looks like Gerards has moved up a place. Yes, let's see if we can catch it. There, to the inside, yeah. Gerard takes inside Cherry, left that door open, and Gerard down up into 9th place from where he qualified in 10th.
All the drivers doing the right thing. You can't turn in for cars there, and you're watching on the radar. And I think at night everyone giving extra careful room not to have a collision. So good clean racing and respect by all drivers concerned.
Let's see what's happening a little bit lower down, because this is the battle of the 2 Mustangs and the McLaren. So it is an M-Fest in the wrong sense of how we would know what the M-Fest is.
Dylan, Muad Musa is now down to a 43.2.
No ways. Yes, that is super fast.
He's like a second and a half quicker than the whole field, pretty much.
Yeah. Just more than 0.9 faster than Isham Domingo, who... Oh, wait, no, there we go. Ron Heineke is a 44.0 is his quickest. 44.03.
I've got to give it to Chris, in that loosey-goosey Aston, doing a quickest lap of 143.8, and he's now just bumped himself past Sean Lerera and into 4th place. So Chris Heineke is going hammer and tongs with the big V8 Aston Martin, and Lerera and Russell are now going to have a ding-dong barrel just behind him.
And you can see Chris, I think having been behind Sean, who got very out of shape there. Chris, his fastest sector is sector 1. He purpled that, so
yeah,
there might still be more time and this from this Aston as the race goes on. So Aiden Russell in 6th, still same position from where he had qualified. Still not able to find a way around Sean, even though Sean is all over the place. That rear just not looking comfortable at all.
That's interesting, actually. I would have thought he would have managed to claw back a couple of positions based on the pace he had in the first heat. He's obviously struggling a bit more with the traffic and the dirty air, but he's not slow.
Well, yeah, that was his fastest lap. There was a 44.1.
Yeah.
So that's on the same pace. So Run's done a 43.8. Isham 44.0. Chris Heineke 43.8. Sean Herrero 44.2. 44.1 for Aiden. Mohat 43.1.
You had to double take it there to make sure you were reading that right.
Yes, because you obviously saw my eyes read it and blink and then go, has that changed? That's absolutely crazy.
The man is 5.5 seconds up after 12 minutes of racing, just going to show his pace. And I think he's just rubbing salt into the wound with his teammate there.
But look, he did that fastest lap time with only the first sector purple. The other 2 were slower, so they weren't even in an improvement on his time.
So he's still got some in the bag.
That's crazy. So we've got Louis up against Dion. Dion going around the outside there, just hanging on to that 15th place. And then just behind, we've got Sandro. in 17th place.
And I can confirm Moort is going to go quicker. A fraction, but it is quicker. 43.180. 43.110. But it didn't count. So it was a little...
That is correct. So yeah. he track cutted there.
Yeah.
Ooh, Dion's a little bit wide. Louis is going to have a send down the inside, and Chandra's going to go through with him. What a great move there. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars. Yo.
And you could throw a blanket over them.
It was actually Carl Lawrence said it's the blanket.
Yeah. Antonio on YouTube saying Musa's setup must be perfect. The man is definitely in the zone. He is. I know for a fact he's been driving this BMW for the past 2 years, I think.
I don't think I've seen him drive another car.
No, I agree with you, and I'll support you 100%. I've only seen him in this BMW, and I can't remember what he drove before that. It was so long ago.
I think it was the BMW.
I think you're right.
Sean Herrera is still trying to find way around Chris Heineke. Aiden Russell still there, and the man up in front, Mohat. Come on, Mohat, what's this 143.1 stuff?
Yeah, he's down on this lap by a tenth, so I'm just watching his cockpit time. So he's not on a quick one now.
And that is using every little bit of the runoff of this track.
0.345 on that lap. So consistent cadence. He's just cycling the track. Every lap is within a tenth or two. That's his consistency.
Are you able to just jump on board with Chris? I just want to see what his top speed is down the main straight there. Because Sean Herrera was behind him and tried to have a move, and you can see that Chris Heineke was actually able to
pull away,
keep that car. Let's just get a sense of. So Chris goes defensive. Sean tries to go to the inside. Chris gets the car slowed down, moved in. So it was actually Sean that backed off, but he wasn't really able to make that move stick.
No, there wasn't much Sean could do. Chris was on the racing line. He didn't have to do a defensive line. He's comfortable. I'll get the top speed when he comes down the straight on the next lap, and we'll be able to do some comparisons there.
Okay, you jump on with Chris. I'll jump on with Sean, and then we'll compare notes at turn 1.
Good to go.
Another person who's now adding some pressure is on the back of Terry Wolford. Renault Roberts looking for a way to get around. It is BMW versus Ferrari. Looks like he's got the run. It is Terry going to allow him that space on the outside on the braking zone. Terry will tighten the line up through turn number 10. Force the BMW to go around the outside. And Renault, nothing really much he could do there. Has to just slot back in behind. Something's happened to Sean.
Oh yes. Right, down the straight we go while you watching that.
So here we go. Oh! 272. It looked like that was Aiden that collected Sean. Yeah, I couldn't quite see from that angle.
Sean now down in 8th. So unfortunate for him there.
Ulrich on the back of fellow stablemate Fred Conradi. Ulrich, will he have the lunch to the inside? No, he won't. Louis saying thanks, Dylan. Yes, good, and hope you are well. Very good, thank you. Such awesome track, and the night it's challenging at least, but mad skills to keep it clean here, and it's just insane pace is what he's saying. Can't agree with you more there, Louis. So Garot, 9th place, is now right up behind Sean Herrera.
Just for entertainment value, I'm going to give you Moed Musa's top speed into the breaking point in the BMW. While you just keep your cameras on the stream. And
Ruan Heineke's falling down. What has happened here?
car number 9. It's at the hairpin.
Oh! So we only picked up the end of that, so it looked like he must have gone off there and trying to get back on, and unfortunately collected Aiden. Well, Aiden collected him.
Moed Musa was at 274 into the braking zone.
So that's 2 kilometers faster than what the Aston did.
Ruan pushing like a man possessed now to try and get back. Almost missed his braking point into T1. But the whole attitude of the car, he's really pushing right now.
And you can kind of see how there are these different packs that are now creating around the track. So you can see there towards turn number 10 is the little triangle, which is Mohat. Yeah. Then you've got Isham, Chris. Then that little pack of Russell, Farmer, Farrell, Loureiro. Then the next little pack, which is that 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then this pack, which is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Exactly.
So
I noticed, interesting, just Dylan, for your info, Rob van der Heever's headlights are not on. So he's not projecting lights, and as far as I know, if you don't run a night race with the lights on, you can get a DQ.
It looks like there are lights. Perhaps there's
there's no projection ahead of him, so it's not his headlights, it's like the running lights. I don't know if he's forgotten or if he's broken the car that badly, but that car doesn't have headlights on.
Let's see if we can get a better angle of the... Well, there's definitely... doesn't look like there's lights on there.
Yeah. Go to the Yaka's car and then look backwards.
Yeah, those lights are definitely on, so that's quite strange.
Yeah.
But he would have got a notice to say that your lights are on.
He would have, or he's got a message, and he either can't or, but I don't know. We'll watch and see how it progresses. I think you've got, I don't know, I think it's 3 laps and you've got to have them on. I'm not sure.
Oh, otherwise you get disqualified, so you might have just had some contact. No, but, I don't know.
Yeah, but then they flash, they're not off.
They're not off, you're right.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, and some of your bits saying damage, maybe, I agree, there could be damage, but they should at least be burning and flicking when he brakes. And yeah, it could be a game side on Rob.
Yeah, could be.
Could be.
We'll just have to ask Rob to cycle through his lights for us.
It's not as serious. It was just something I noticed. Right. Okay, 5 minutes, 4.5 minutes left in this heat 2 of season 8.
Well, I suppose technically it's season 4 of 2020.
No, sorry.
2024. 8 champions. That's where
8 champions.
That's where the 8 comes from.
Sorry.
All good. Oh, Fred getting very, very untidy there.
And cars avoiding behind him. Side by side position change.
Yep. Dion able to get himself through. So Dion up now into 19th position, but still only, he's actually still down 4 from where he had qualified.
Still some good driving there. He took evasive action, didn't drive into the car that had slowed down or in the sand trap. So good, clever, intelligent driving to keep it clean and maintain his momentum through that very quick right-hander.
Justin Farmer up 2 positions from where he started, and he was he had finished 3rd in the first race. So definitely there's this nighttime daytime difference in terms of some of the drivers.
Yeah, He also got turned around just now, remember?
Correct. Sorry, Jason, it wasn't a plug at your skill, I promise you.
It wasn't a skills issue, mate.
No, it was just a what is the word?
I'll let you think about that.
I'm just going to keep quiet so that I don't dig this hole any deeper.
All good, man.
There's an observation of where he is versus the last
where
race.
He started. Here we go. That's a very PC way of putting it, Dylan.
See, even Antonio said an observation. Thank you, Antonio.
Observation. Good one.
Observation. And that is how I completely got myself out of that one.
And you'll take it, and there we go.
Rainer Roberts looking for a last attempt to get himself ahead of Terry. Rainer's kind of been stuck there. Oh, that's Run behind.
That's Run, yep. Also had a drama earlier, and busy driving his way back up. So, yeah, we should see a pass coming down into T1. And BMW makes a massive hole in the air, and that Ferrari should be able to, but doesn't. Even though it makes a massive hole, it still goes like the clappers.
The other thing is that, remember, we saw Run take a bit of damage, so that might have just have impacted him as well.
He's right here now. He's looking. I suspect we'll see him do a send up the inside.
Yep, there we go. It's a little show. Get the nose.
Ooh.
He was entitled to the space, so
he was.
Sure. Well
good
done.
Good pass.
Yep, good pass. Well done, Reino.
And Robert's doing well as well to avoid turning in because his radar would have said there's a car there. Okay.
Yeah, I'm so glad that I reminded myself that we are officially code coconuts, because I would have thrown in an accent, and that accent would have put me into a lot of trouble.
Okay.
Starting like, there's a car there. Last lap, here we go. Oh, okay, I remember what I was doing. There we go. So 2, 1, 6. We're starting to get a little view of who our top 3 could possibly be.
Yeah. 1, 2, 14 by the looks of things.
1, 2, 14. Oh yes. You're speaking in code, and that is correct.
Jason Farmer 3/10 off the back of Aiden Russell, but I don't think that's going to change between now and the end of the race. Although I might have stuck my foot in it because Jason Farmer's looking very quick.
Oh my goodness. Yes. And the funny thing is, just to see where it's actually Chris has been quiet because he seems to have just got himself away out of some of the trouble.
Oh, also runs deep there. 17 into the pits with no time left, so that was a strange maneuver.
Unless he ran it very, very low and has run out of fuel.
Yes. Oh, if it was a splash and dash, he would have rolled to the line, but he is static in the pits, I can tell you, so I think it's a retirement. Moed Musa over the main start-finish line, and that is that. The fat lady is singing in the background. Moed Musa takes that by a huge margin.
About 12 seconds, sure. What a drive.
What a drive. Isham over the line, and he takes second. So Vapor 1-2. Chris Haneke, a solid third place in that loosey-goosey Aston Martin. Aiden Russell fourth. Jason Farmer right behind him in fifth. Then David Farrell over the line for sixth place. Sean Loureiro brings the Mustang in for seventh. Gerard Pretorius in eighth place. Behind him, Ruan Haneke after getting an unfortunate turnaround in ninth. Terry Wolford top 10, so good drive from him. Rano Roberts 11th place. Danny Steenkamp comes over in 12th. Andre Gabrielse in 13th place, also quite drive for him. Brandon DeSantis in 14th. Ulrich de Jager brings his Ferrari over for 15th place. And Rob over the line with no headlights. Absolute darkness for Rob. Jandro.
That must be some sort of glitch.
It must be. He wiggling and waggling as he comes over the line. Happy in 17th. Sheldon O'Gullis comes through in 18th. Etienne Mouton 19th. Fred Conradi 20th. Fizeko in the Mercedes. Great to see him get a good finish. 21st. Dion Fenter 22nd. Speed Racer Gav also over in 22nd. And Louis Affontaine and Veronis in the pits, unfortunately.
Yep. So, yeah, we are able to get the top 3 to come and join us. I'll just drop a message in our Discord and get them to come and join us.
What was a race, bro? That was a race. And do I leave or?
Yeah, because we're gonna get the other guys that are gonna come in now.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
No problem. Thank you for joining us.
Well, there we go. Heats 1 and 2 done and dusted. And that's Barcelona for you. 1 day race, 1 night race. Moort Musa and the Vapor Boys clearly showing their pace here, as we wait for them to get up to the commentator's booth and come and say hello to the world. Insomnia, but well done, everybody. Go Terry. Good support there for Terry Wilford. Antonio Gamble saying, nice one, guys. Super tight, some of these trains, all giving it flat out horns. Congrats to the podium, guys. Great to hear the commentator again. Thank you, LC. And in the box, we have Chris, and waiting for the other guys to join us shortly. Bear with us as we just collect everybody for the interviews, and then we'll have Dylan ask a few questions and we'll take it from there.
Good evening, gentlemen. Chris, we are going to start with you. What a absolutely crazy race. Your Aston Martin looked like it was a massive handful to drive. A little bit of understeer here, a little bit of rear loss grip there. We assumed that you're running a very low downforce setup.
Yeah, look, that Aston had a bit of everything in it today, tonight. First race, yeah, all over the park. When I'm chasing someone, I'm losing front end.
Yeah.
When I'm falling back, then I'm getting on the throttle, then the race wants to step out and kill me. So I figured out eventually for race 2, I just turned up the TC and I just held on to it. But I was actually running max wing, So
No.
genuine, I was running max wing, so I was just struggling to balance the car or something.
Wow.
I don't know, but
yeah,
hey, it was fun. It's awesome fun,
It was good watching you. I mean, that was a drift car of note, and I gave it a nickname, Loosey Goosey, but clearly it was the TC that you were struggling with, man.
Yeah, no, look, even turning the TC up in race 2, it was still want to kill me going sideways every here and there. But yeah, no, it's all over. It's good. I must say, it's fun.
Well,
racing.
Good stuff, man.
Absolutely awesome.
Congrats to all the other guys, the guys in front of Muhat and Isham. No, they were having a great race, So, too far. Well,
the season has only just begun. We're going to go to you, Sham. So 3rd overall for you, taking the 4th and then that 3rd. Just into second, sorry. Just in terms of setting up for this championship, knowing that it is going to be tough, but it looks like the BMW's pace definitely worked here at Barcelona this evening.
Well, what a race. Well done, guys. Well done, Chris. Thank you, Dylan, for the intro there. Yeah, man, the Beamer is always reliable. What can I say? German power. So it was a bit of a hectic race, but we had fun nevertheless. A bit of incidents in the first race. Got tapped from behind here and there, so I just tried to keep the car, stable, because we know running a car with damage on this track is sometimes unforgiving. So I'm glad I could pull out in the second race and actually enjoy it.
Just knowing that main straight is so long that any little bit of speed that you're losing is just costing you, even before you've even got to turn one, you're already behind the pace. So interesting enough, Isham, is that both yourself and Mohat actually tied on points with 62.5 points for the first sprint, which then leaves you, Mohat, because you had the highest second result, convincingly the highest second result, that puts you as second overall. The one lap quali seems to have got you once again.
Yeah, actually, that probably I need to say it's a thorn in my back. But hey, I love the format. It's a real challenge. Yeah, in that first one, overdid it a bit too much with that first quali. But glad we got to put it together in the second one. But nonetheless, it was a fun first race. I'm not going to lie.
Dylan, you know what I suggest? I suggest next season you put a rule in place that the Vapor Boys are not allowed to drive BMWs. They need a new challenge.
Done.
Hey, Alan, maybe the other big boys, but I'm loyal to the badge, unfortunately.
I noticed, buddy. I mean, we were thinking about it. I haven't seen you in any other car for the past 2 years. I don't know what you. Dylan says you were in the BMW before that, so you've always been in a BMW.
Yeah, I mean, even in the iRacing, Steven called my F4 BMW because. So yeah, just unfortunately loyal to the badge. But yeah, I mean, we always look forward to trying new things off season and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm just too comfortable in it.
You can see it. Your pace is redonkulous. I mean, every lap you just went quicker and quicker and quicker by like a whole second over the field, man.
Yeah, we're just trying to push that limit, trying to reach that top. I mean, Tarek showed us where the pace is last season. I was hoping it was going to be this season again. But yeah, I mean, the competition is tough everywhere. Competition is also very much tough here in SARCO. Yeah, all we can do is just try our best.
No, 100%. Let's go to you quickly, Aiden. Obviously, a little bit of a change, and it's your return to SARCO. You missed the last season. And coming back and banging a win for the first race, I'm sure you're pretty chuffed with that, seeing the pink Beamer out in front.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, no. I wasn't expecting to win on my comeback, but I had Musa to come and give me some tips and tricks in this BMW because he's but there's still some pace to be gained on Musa, so hopefully I can gain it into going into the next couple of races.
And Aiden, just in terms of us changing up the format slightly, adding in the additional sprint race and then the longer version, good to have the two extremes.
Yeah, I actually prefer the sprint races because it's more pedal to the metal, trying to get in those fast laps instead of like trying to conserve and then worry about fuel. I quite prefer this format. I'm really enjoying it.
No, absolutely awesome. Alan, I don't know if there's any questions from your side.
No, Aiden, good drive. We did see you could say struggle a little bit with the traffic. Were you getting held up a little bit from aero wash, or was it just, what was the difference between the day race and the night race?
I think honestly it was all up to my qualifying. I just couldn't put a time in. And I think that kind of ruined the whole race from there. And then being stuck behind Sean and Chris, it wasn't easy to try and get that car.
Yeah, they're all quick.
Yeah.
Well, good result nonetheless, man. Well done.
Thank you so much.
Well, guys, it's been an absolutely sterling start to the season 4. A big thank you to our sponsors, NAG, MSR, for the components that we use, to our new sponsors who have returned, VA Auto, as well as Celtic Tuning, and our service sponsors, ALM Solutions. Guys, thank you very much. And a big thank you to Alan for the return. It's always a pleasure having you in the box with us. Guys, we're looking forward to seeing you next week where we go back to the 75-minute race. Really looking forward to that. And we'll see whether I am here or not. It's touch and go currently, but we'll see what happens. And I'm looking forward to watching if I'm not here in the comms box. So, guys, thank you very much.
Cheers all.
Cheers, guys. We'll see you soon.